I mean, it's a very unfortunate circumstances, and I regret the loss of life on both sides. But the point here is our troops have been performing very well. But now we really absolutely need to halt these hostilities because it's killing people. And it's killing much more civilians than it can ever kill the troops. You know, the planes that are flying over, Georgian troops shot down almost 20 of them, but because they're equipped. They have the air defenses. But civilians in the ground, on the roads, in the crowded cafes, at their apartments where they got killed when the whole residential area was destroyed, they're not equipped with air defenses. And we cannot supply them with air defenses. So the point here is that it's exactly doing that. So it's not about troops performing or not performing. It's right now a huge human tragedy on the ground, and we absolutely need to stop.
The Russians say that your troops have killed some 2,000 people in Ossetia, among other places. Do you have any estimates as far as how many people have been killed and injured so far over the course of these few days of warfare that's been going on?
Well, let's put it this way. The town of Saakashvili, by the moment when Georgian troops entered it, didn't even have that much number of people. It's a very, very small town, and prior to the fighting, anticipating the fighting, local Russian authorities evacuated most of the population. And we didn't anticipate fighting. Apparently they did, and we only responded when, after many hours of artillery barrage, after unilateral ceasefire declared by us, that killed lots of people, by the way, because we wouldn't respond on our side. Then when I heard around 11:30 or 11:50 p.m. that 150 Russian tanks are entering our sovereign territory from this place. There is a very long mountainous tunnel, called the Rocky Tunnel, into the Georgian territory. Our forces were stationed somewhere here, so when they got entered, the only way we could get them is to respond with artillery fire to stop mass land invasion of the sort that happened to Afghanistan and Czechoslovakia in 1968. Right. Now,
let me interrupt for a second, Mr. President.
Of course, there were. Yeah.
A quick question about American citizens. I take it some of them are being removed. There's a corridor that they're getting out right now. About 2,000 U.S. citizens live in Georgia. Is that right?
Well, one has to say that America is very highly regarded in Georgia. By the way, that's maybe one of the reasons why we've been attacked. You know, one of the bombs, one of the unexploded bombs found on a shot-down Russian plane yesterday, tragicomically said, "This is for Americans, this is for NATO," in Russian, and it didn't explode. But of course, as much as we love Americans here, nobody is safe right now, and I deeply regret to say that. And the point here is that today, two journalists from the West, one Georgian and one Polish, were killed in Saakashvili by the fire of entering troops from Russia.
Mr. President,
this is very unfortunate. I want to express my deep condolences to these families, and please, we should hold this violence, hold this madness.
All right, Mr. President, unfortunately, we have to leave it right there, but we'll stay in close touch with you, the President of the Republic of Georgia, Mikhail Saakashvili, joining us live from Tbilisi. Thanks very much.
That's so it. For the wider world, it's about the future world order.